back everybody, it is me, Garmanda92, and we are back today with MotoGP 22 and continuing our Moto3 season. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for helping me build the channel. And don't forget to press the bell so you get notified of any of my videos as they drop on live onto the channel. So yeah, we are back with Moto3 season today. I believe we head to Japan for the Motegi circuit. Not a strong circuit for me. Obviously we had that very disappointing last lap in the last video, but hopefully we can do better than that. Be nice to get on the podium. We'll just have to sort of see how we get on. Like I said, not really a strong racetrack for me. Motegi's normally a bit of a dodgy one, and most of the time it's raining when we go to Motegi as well, so we'll have to see what sort of race conditions are going to be. With that being said, let's jump straight into our MotoGP 22 gameplay and see where we are in our career. Okay, so here we are back with MotoGP 22. We are continuing with our Moto3 season as we look at our sort of headquarters, our main sort of menu for the calendar, or championship, sorry. We've obviously got that 29th place there with a shocking finish there in the last lap of Aragon, but we are still Moto3 World Champion, and we do have that contract for MotoGP, for the Moto2 season next year. So hopefully we can get a better result than we did in the last one. Motegi's not really the best track for me, but it's going to be dry, so that is something. So let's head straight to the Japanese track of Motegi and see how we can get on around here. Hopefully we do have a better result than the last time. We shall see. We'll have a quick look at our development tests, although we're not really focused on doing all the development tests. Obviously we've got 2 weeks until the last upgrade for the engine comes in, and then hopefully after that we'll be able to do another upgrade, which would be nice. Right, we are going to try and qualify straight from Q2. So we've got track study, we've got top speed, we've got sector study, access to Q2, race pace and best race time, which I don't think we'll probably get. We don't really get the race pace, the race time. So I'm going to go out first in a mediums. I will drop back in with everybody once we have finished free practice, and we head into qualifying, which is hopefully going to be Q2.
So the end of the
so we have got some massive pace on the AI. We are over a second, or 1.3 seconds in front of our quickest lap time. So yeah, wow. Was not expecting that sort of pace from us. So we have made it straight through to Q2, which is good. We are joined by both of our teammates, so it's good to see that the team is improving as well. We are joined from Q1 riders of David Munoz, Carlos Tatay, Andrea Mino, who was following me around, and John McVie. So well done to John there, getting into Q2 as well. So we are obviously battling for pole position. If we can get it, will be great. We are 1 point something seconds in front of everybody else. So really there isn't a reason as to why we shouldn't get it. Just checking our sort of our fuel and our power mapping mode before we jump out. Quick look at development tests. The only test we need to do is record the best lap during the race. Obviously at the moment we are more competitive compared to the AI, so there is a bit of luck we might be able to do that, but if we can get ahead, to be honest, we might just manage it and yeah, sort of stick to it, maybe maintain our lap times, judge the gap behind us if we're clearing off in front if we're this competitive, but we shall see at the end of qualifying how we can get on. I'm going to jump straight out to track now and see what sort of lap time we can do. Hopefully it'll be our first lap time, but I will show you my best. Right. We are currently sitting in provisional pole with a 158.2, but I don't think that lap is going to be enough. We've come out, we've got a fresh set of softs in, we've got our teammate just in front of us there as a little marker. Just see if our teammate can help us out here. I didn't think it was going to be enough, and it wasn't. I did think we were going to need a 157 point something. Okay, so here we go. Want to be right up close to our teammate around this sector so that we can use them as a drag down the line. Oh, don't lose that front end, mate. Must be pushing too much to get right behind our teammate here. Moto3 might have done us a favour by being in front of us here. Let's hope he doesn't block us into this corner though. We don't really want to try and dive up the inside of him if we don't have to. Oh, that was weird. That was weird. Wasn't expecting to ghost like that. That was so strange, but I think that's actually worked out rather well. 157.1. Is that going to be enough for pole position? We do not have enough fuel for another lap. Let's see where that puts us in the grid. We've done it. That put us on pole, 157.1. We knew we needed a 157, and we did manage that in the end. A 158 would have only got us 9th, so we knew we needed a 157 there towards the end. Where did our teammate come? So it was Moto3 that was towing us round. They pulled out of that lap at a 159.3, so that's unfortunate for them. I reckon he could have done better than that, if you ask me. We used him down the straight though,
welcome to the far
which we needed.
We are live from the Motegi
So here we go, race day.
We're on the starting grid where the lights will
tyres could be a factor through here though. It depends. I wonder what sort of tyres it reckons we're going to go
However, tyre wear will play a
medium rear. I did think, if I'm honest, that it was going to ask for a hard rear, but we shall stick with the medium. So we only need to do the best race lap to finish our development points if we can get them. Let's jump straight into the grid and have a look at how we stand. So obviously we are on pole position with Carlos Tatay and Izan Guevara finishing the first row. We've got our first teammate, Joel Caliso, down in 10th. Moto3, our other teammate, down in 16th. Let's look out for the Brits. Somewhere down here, I'm assuming. Josh Watley and Scott Ogden there, 26th and 29th position. A lot of us going for a medium at the rear of the grid, so hopefully that medium can hold out for the end of the race and give us the grip we need at the beginning of that race.
The riders are all lined up.
So we look at the grid, there we are on pole. We're on the outside of the track, so it could be a bit tricky,
Twin Ring Motegi,
but we'll see how we do into turn 1. Clutch in, revs up, power map in 3. Here we go. Need a good shot off the line here if we can get one, which I think we have. We're going to keep power map in 3 on here as we go round. Oh no, we made a mistake into the first corner. That's going to let Carlos Tatay through. We've got power map in 3 and we've got him slipstream, so we should be okay. It's going to be the inside of this corner though. I'm going to break that a little bit later, stand the bike up slightly just to try and get a little bit more. And we go wide again. Get a track limits warning from that one. There is a crash. And we go wide again. What is going on here? First couple of corners, not good from us here, but we are leading the Grand Prix at the moment. Let's try and settle down here. Gaps at 0.4 at the moment. Get off those curbs. Much better line through there. But Izan Guevara is right with us at the moment. Gaps at just under half a second. Hairpin before the main straight. Here we go. Let's use a bit of power map and 3 just to try and keep in front of Izan Guevara behind us here. We do not want him to make a lunge coming into this corner. We get it stopped. Nicely done. I didn't think that was going. Right, gaps at 0.6. Come on. Tricky part of the circuit here. Very easy to lose that front end going around that corner. Right, switch to power map in 3 as we come down this main straight. It's half a second, the gap behind us now. First corner. Lap 2. Gives us a nice run onto turn 2 for this sort of back straight here. Not back straight, the starting straight, whatever you want to call it. There's too many straights in this circuit. Gap's at 1.2 now. We're eking out that race gap ever so slightly. Power map of 3. Didn't get a very good drive out of that corner. Nearly ran a little bit wide in there as well. Much better line through there. Don't want to be on that curve though, that's going to slow your exit down out of this corner. The gap's still at 1.3 though. Hairpin time before the back main straight. Nice. Gap's at 0.2. It's coming down this main straight. Oh, I nearly accelerated a little bit too early then. Very easy to get that all wrong. Gap's at 0.8, so they gain nearly 0.4 of a second around those last couple of corners. We have the quickest lap of the race, which is surely beaten by Immuno Sasaki. We go wide into turn 1, because I'm more interested in who got the fastest lap. Turn 3. Nice line for turn 3. Sets us up for a decent line. Turn 4. And onto this second straight, or third straight technically, of the lap. Gap's still over a second. Only just, but it's still over a second. It's come under a second now, actually, that Dennis Foggia has broken in front of Carlos Tatai. Right, it's back to a second. Let's try and keep that then, shall we? This is, as I said, not a very nice racetrack for me, but we are doing relatively quite well at the moment. Not my quickest circuit. We got a good line out of that corner though. We gained a 10th through that section. Use power map of 3 all the way down this straight here. Onto the brakes. Nice and lightly for this corner though. It's quite tricky. Very easy to lose the front end. Wide on the exit of that final corner there. They still gained 4/10 on me on that corner. I don't like that. I don't like that they gained so much time. Turn 1. We get it stopped this time. Into acceleration, nice and easy. Power map in 3 down this main straight now that we've got some extra fuel. The gap's at 0.7 at this moment. A little bit of curves on exit there, set us up to the run down this hill. We're still in power map in 3, trying to get that gap back down to a second, which it is. Well, I say back down, back up, because technically it's the rider behind us, not in front. Much better line through that. Bail out that, nearly lost the front end through there. Right, power up and free as we come out of that corner. We'll try and use some of this extra fuel. Trying to get a decent lap here. I'm also trying to go for the quickest lap. Not entirely sure we're going to be able to get that quickest lap though. Putting myself under too much pressure here. With the riders behind us. More focused on the gap than we are anything else, as we should be really. In for the race wins. Nearly lost the front end through there. Much better line through that one then. We didn't lose as much time to the riders behind us that time. And we go across the line with the quickest lap of the race. Into turn one for the final time, a little bit wide. And the front end of the light squealing underneath us there. The gap is still at a second though. It's probably the biggest gap we've had at this part of the racetrack. Around these laps of the Japanese Grand Prix. Get out of there quite well. Right, on to the race. We've still got some extra fuel, so we're going to use it around this circuit, around this part of the track. We're going to knock it back down just as we go through these long sweeping corners. We're losing about a couple of tenths of this lap to our quickest lap, but that doesn't bother me too much. As you can see, our race pace has actually been pretty good, 158.6, 0.8 and 0.2, so we've been there or thereabouts with the 158s. Maintaining our own race pace, apart from that 158.2, that was purely because we wanted that quickest lap. So this part of the racetrack I'm going to be extra careful on. It is the last lap of this race. We do not want to make a mistake in these last three corners. The gap's back to 0.7 now. Not a bad line through there. We'll get on the curbs, but it's okay. So we got 0.5. So the riders behind us and across the line for the final lap of the race. And the race win, and I believe the quickest lap of the race as well was a 158.2. Although there was a 157.8 there, but I'm not entirely sure that counted.
The usual post-race interviews.
There we go. We have done it. We got another race win under our belt at Motegi in Japan as well, which is a shocker. Again, like I said, not a very good racetrack for me, so it's good for us to pick up the win there. And our team is also top of the championship as well. So one of the other reasons why we need to continue to do it is to win our team the championship, not just us. So we continue to be strong for that reason. So we're going to jump straight out. We're going to have a look at what sort of reputation we have gained. Another 1,400, taking us to 10,400. Overall, credits. We'll take those credits. Did we get the quickest lap? We didn't get the quickest lap, but that's okay. Someone got a 157. We didn't have that in our race pace, so we maintained with what we have. We do have a possible chance of a new personal manager. Really good at finding contracts, not very good at negotiating with them. So we're gonna avoid that person at the moment. So we head to Thailand for our next Grand Prix, the fourth to last Grand Prix. Just going to have a quick look at the calendar. So yeah, we've got the Thailand Grand Prix next. Then we've obviously got a week break. And then we've got Phillip Island and Sepang, followed by another week break, and then Valencia. So in 4 weeks we should have finished our Moto3 season, which is really good, obviously for us. Yeah, really interesting. Let's see how we can get on around that circuit. We've obviously got a new contract. A proposal. Personal manager, which we are going to reject because they are not very good at negotiating with contracts. good at finding them, not very good at negotiating with them. Obviously, we do have a contract for next year, which is the VR46 Yamaha Monster Camp team, so that'll be quite good. We're on board of Calix, not really a brilliant team for Moto 2, but still a team that we can be there or thereabouts. We do have a couple of MotoGP contracts that we could get already. We've obviously already got that RNF MotoGP team, but we do want to compete in Moto 2. We do want to bring that to the channel. So yeah, we'll do our season in Moto 2, and hopefully after that we might be able to get the Monster Energy Yamaha contract, which is obviously where we want to be. We didn't manage to get that in the last game, so let's see if we can get that in this one. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. Thailand is our next Grand Prix, which will be in our next MotoGP 22 video. That's all we've got time for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for helping me support this channel. And don't forget to press that bell so you get notified of any of my other videos as they drop onto the channel. So yeah, that's Moto 3. That was our Motegi, or our Japanese Grand Prix, completed there. We did better than I thought we were going to do. That was normally a circuit I struggle at. We had amazing pace in free practice. We obviously managed to qualify in pole position as well. After a couple of scrappy laps, we managed to get our head down. We had a consistent race pace of a 1:58 and managed to get the quickest. Well, we didn't get the quickest lap of the race, but what said was the quickest lap of the race, which wasn't, because some people had fit a 1:57. So I don't understand why the game does that. It's obviously a little bit of a bug that it's got going on. But yeah. Next Grand Prix is Thailand, obviously a newer circuit that's been on the calendar for a couple of years now, so we've done a couple of laps around there. Normally I go quite well around here as well. It's got a couple of long straights, a bit of a drag or slipstream train going on, in Moto 3 especially, but we'll see in the next video how we can get on around there. But for that is all we've got for today, and that is it for today's video, so I shall see you all in the next video.